Hey folks, welcome to Campers Inn, Merrimack, New Hampshire. And today I have the pleasure of showing you the 2020 Phaeton 37BH motorhome. One of the first things that you look at when you look at a Tiffin is its magnificent paint job. Now Tiffin uses BASF paint, and they don't just use a little bit of it. They put 3 layers of base coat before they even start doing the stenciling. After the second layer of base coat, they're going to tidy up and smooth things off, make sure everything's looking great, put a 3rd layer of base coat. Next, they're going to stencil the whole coach, and that makes those brilliant lines. They're going to put pieces of masking tape and paper up so they can paint each line individually. And then once they pull those stencils off, after all that paint has happened, they're going to send a team of people to go around this coach and smooth off all the little lines where they pulled the stencils away. After the 3rd coat of clear coat, they're going to sand one off to smooth it out and make sure the texture is perfect. Then they're going to add another clear coat and then a super clear. That super clear is what gives Phaeton their special shine for years and years to come. After the paint, the other things that you see that are brilliant with a Tiffin are the windows. Now, they appear to be frameless windows, but they have a much more important benefit to them. They open like traditional windows so you can get full airflow, and they paint and finish the trim on those windows so it just looks elegant for years and years. Now, Tiffin is famous for their entertainment. So if you look at this door for the TV, which is a nice 40-inch TV, you have the same quality door as you do in the cargo areas. In here, we have the chassis batteries. Real easy access. Just make sure you shut those batteries when you're not using the coach. We don't want those batteries to run down and get cold in the winter. Every one of these compartments is crucial to the operations and your pleasure of owning this camper. We have the 50 amp cable that's on a wheel, and it's self-winding. It's going to pull itself right back in. We also have the surge guard transfer switch from 110 to generator power. And then we have the DEF tank. Now, we can go into more detail what DEF is, just so you know, it really reduces emissions and runs the coach a lot cleaner. In door number 17, we have the water station. Tiffin makes it easy so you can manage 90% of your water functions right from one station. You have an inline water filter, so all the water going into the coach is potable. You have a wind-up freshwater hose, already built in with an electric winder. Make it handy, right? Make it easy. You have your water pump, you have your tank fill, your tank flush, and your city water connection all in one area. So it's easy one-stop shopping. You can even winterize from here as well. That exhaust is the exhaust for the aqua hut system. So instead of having propane on board, and instead of using electric hot water, you can use electric hot water with this system, but also you can run off your diesel tank. You do not need to bring any propane with you whatsoever, and you have a 90 gallon per hour recovery rate on your hot water. Here is the 10,000 watt quiet diesel generator. This product is so magnificent. It's quiet, it's efficient, and it gives you all the power you need in that coach to run all 3 air conditioners, the microwave, all kinds of stuff all at the same time. The first thing you're going to see, of course, is a lot of wires and hoses and stuff. Tiffin is very careful of making sure that those wires and hoses are all sleeved front to back, so there's no friction or no age damage that happens on these wires and hoses. Next, you're going to see Astrofoil. It's a padded insulated foil that's going to reflect the heat from the generator away from the cockpit area to keep that area normal temperature. Behind that is a blast shield. In other words, it's a steel plate that if, for instance, there was some sort of catastrophic failure between the generator and the cockpit would be completely safe. And that's a major important thing to Bob Tiffin and the whole Tiffin group. Then we have sound deadening insulation, and that's what keeps things nice and quiet up front. You can barely hear the generator running while you're operating. All right, let's go inside to take a look. I'm never not amazed when I come into a Phaeton. I come in here and I dream of traveling around the country. What a magnificent product. First, while we're here, we're in the cockpit area, and I gotta say that you have the transmission control right there, you have the leveling control, you have all the important dials and gadgets that you need. You're also gonna get high quality, high definition rear view camera and side view camera. So when you're going down the road, you can see those folks when you put your right blinker on that they're trying to pass you on the right. You know, those wise guys, you've seen them on the road, right? You also have the GPS. Now this is a navigation. This navigation is one that you would use for RVs. You can put the measurements of the coach in the navigation so it keeps you out of harm's way and going under those low bridges in tight spaces that you wouldn't want to drive in. This one also is equipped with Mobileye, so that's a crash avoidance system, and it can actually take about 100 photos a second and detect if you're going to be in a crash or a potential crash situation. You can't walk into any Tiffin without being completely impressed with the quality of their cabinetry. Their cabinetry is known throughout the RV industry as being some of the best products on the market. When we order a coach from Tiffin, they physically grab a stack of wood, start working on it, and follow that PO number throughout the construction of the camper. So they don't pre-make anything, they don't pre-fit anything. Everything is made for that one unit at that time. You can see the detail work. Every bit of wood that you see in this coach, you are seeing hardwood. On the ceiling, this is hardwood. This is beautiful hardwood ceiling, you know, window treatments, the wall treatments, all the cabinetry made at the factory by hand, just for you. Here we have the computer workstation. This is a great thing for those folks that like to work on the road while they're playing, right? Some folks have retired, but they're still keeping an eye on their business or their stocks or their friends and family, and it's great to have a place to do that, as well as have a great place to have lunch. So if you're gonna have lunch for four, you take those chairs out from in the basement, unfold them, you're just gonna pull on this table gently, and there you have seating for four. Tiffin wants to make sure you're eating well while you're on the road as well. So what we have here, beautiful hard surface counters, all handcrafted and hand molded at the factory. Now over here you have a tiled backsplash. That tiling is done there as well. This coach doesn't have propane, so Tiffin has provided us with an induction cooktop. This makes it a lot easier to clean, nice flat surface. Just remember to get induction pans when you're using this stovetop. Right beneath that, you have a dishwasher. You don't have to argue whose turn it is to do the dishes. Just pop them in there, press the go button, and let it do its thing. If you need a little extra counter space, take a peek at this. Tiffin gives you a little tuck-away counter, gives you easy access staging areas. If you did have a lot of pots and pans of dishes, you can put those out, but also you can use this just to stage your vegetables. What are you going to cut next? Now you have a beautiful stainless sink with a residential style faucet, real easy to use, and look at the size of that sink. You can put the biggest lobster pot in there that you can find. Here we have the Maytag French door refrigerator, built-in ice maker, chilled water. You can either get it crushed or solid cubes. And look at the size of this refrigerator. It's massive. As nice as the one, it's not nicer than the one I have at home. Look how easy these trays pull out. You can access the bottom of the freezer just as easy as the top, and a fantastic capacity. This is going to be running off the inverter. They have extra house batteries designated so you can operate this for an extended period of time, even without it being plugged in or using the generator. So if you were a place that didn't like the generator, you didn't have a place to plug in, boondocking for instance, you could run this refrigerator for several days off the battery. Tiffin provides you with a fantastic pantry, easy to pull out, easy to adjust, so you can handle all the different size products that you're going to be taking with you. The good news is, now you say, boy, that opened real easy, so I'm concerned that it's going to open when I'm traveling. You don't have to worry about that, because Tiffin put a lock on here. Not only can you lock it now manually, but you can also, when you turn the key on, it automatically locks the pantry so it doesn't open while you're traveling. Tiffin provides for you a very durable seating material. It's called Ultra Leather. This product is very, very durable, and I've seen Tiffins that were 10, 12 years old with the sofas and the cockpit chairs look in fantastic shape. They're designed to handle puppies and cats and grandchildren spilling stuff, real easy to clean up after that, and that product's going to last for a long, long time. Now underneath those cushions, you're going to get a sleep sofa. Tiffin has a fantastic air-coiled mattress underneath. So what that means is a coil mattress like you would in a typical Castro convertible, but with a push of a button, you can fill the pillow top with air above that coil, so it's smooth and soft. You don't feel a bar in your back, and it's actually very comfortable. You'll be lucky to get your guests to leave. On the other side, you're gonna have a jackknife sofa, and above that jackknife sofa is a TV that's built right into the counter. So that TV, with a push of a button, can go down so you can see the morning nature, and then if you want to catch the news, you press the button the other way and the TV goes up and you can watch the news before you go about your day's business. As we make it further down the coach, you're going to see that this floor plan, the 37BH, is going to give you a half bath just about midway. That's fantastic for when you do have guests and you have a little dinner party. You know, you don't want your guests to have to go into your regular bathroom. They don't need to see your toothbrush, your hair dryer, your hairbrush, and your mouthwash out. This could be a neat and tidy little place for your guests to wash their hands and clean up between meals. Right before you get to the bedroom, you're going to see this multiplex panel. This is a place where you can access most of the major functions of your coach in one location. So right now I'm on the home screen, where I can have a part of the lighting pages there. It's telling me what the temperature is. It's also telling me what the battery charge is and all in the different areas. In that one page, it's also telling what levels the propane tank are, the black and the gray tank. Now when you switch to the lighting page, you can see that you can control all the lights in the coach from one location. Next, you go into the battery and you can set the automatic gen start from here. You can start your generator from here. You can see all the levels, the voltages of your house and your chassis batteries, as well as making sure that things are maintained properly throughout your whole electrical system. Next is the temperature zone. You have 3 zones of temperature. You have AC, furnace heat, heat pump, all in one location. You have floor heat, and it talks about the aqua system that we mentioned earlier and how that's controlled either on diesel or electric. The floor heat has 2 zones. You have 3 zones for the hot and cold. Fantastic product, very easy to use. All right, here we have the master bedroom. So this is a place where those 7, 8, 9 hours a night, you have a place to really relax. Tiffin gives you plenty of room to walk around, places to change, and of course a magnificent king bed in this beautiful 37BH. The storage is extraordinary. You have hanging closets over here, you have drawers beneath, you even have a laundry chute. Of course, you have to have entertainment. There's a TV and a sound system works in here as well. Now, in this particular model, we're using a king memory foam bed. This thing just wraps around you and cradles you all night long. Now is the master bath. Earlier on we had the half bath. This is where the owners of the camper can keep their private stuff that they need. If they're shaving their legs or whatever it is, they have all what they need in here. There's also a washer dryer in here. There's a porcelain toilet. There's a sit-down shower, one-piece shower that you can sit down and either you're having a bad morning or you need to shave your legs, you have that option in here. Great vanity area, lots of room on the counter so you can put those things that you use every day, the mouthwash, the hair dryer, and things like that right by you where you need it. And there's more storage beneath the sink as well.